This is Stock Day. News and interviews from the microcap world. Public information on the OTC, pink sheets, and microcap stocks from around the world. With your host, Everett Jolly.
Today we have a very exciting guest on the show this afternoon. He is the CEO of Blue Sphere Corp. It's on the OTCQB, BLSP, Shlomi Palace. Good afternoon. How are you doing, sir?
Very good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Blue Sphere is a project integrator. It's in the renewable energy production and waste to energy markets. Shlomi, tell us a little bit about Blue Sphere Corporation and what makes you guys so special.
Blue Sphere Corporation is active in the waste to energy industry, and we are working in two directions. The first one, we are doing project development, and we're doing it, from A to Z, working on the power purchase agreement, getting the site, the technology, the funding, the permits, and actually, in the end of the day, after we're getting the funding, we will construct the facility and working with a build, own, and operate a business model. The second direction we are working, we're doing acquisition of fully operated biogas facilities. Under the first direction, we managed to develop and construct two projects in the United States. The first one is in Charlotte, North Carolina. This project is financed by York Capital, and the project received $27 million in order to construct it. And this project will be up and running in the beginning of Q2 2016. The work's almost done there. And you can visit our website and see some pictures. The second project is in Johnston, Rhode Island. It's at 3.2 megawatts. It's also financed by York Capital. We received about $19 million to construct this project. This one is a little bit behind Charlotte, but we're talking about the beginning of Q2 that will be up and running. Both projects working with food waste as a feedstock, and this is the uniqueness here. Those two projects, the first one in Charlotte is one of the largest in the United States. There are only one facility like this in Florida in the same size. By the way, 5.2 megawatt is enough to give supply electricity for over 3,000 households. So just to give you the idea how big it is.
Blue Sphere Corp, to me, has tremendous potential because there's an endless supplies of waste, and you guys take this waste and you generate power, and you generate power from that.
Yes, absolutely. You see, what's happening today in a typical landfill, you take, all the municipal solid waste and you just put it in the landfill together with the organic part and the non-organic part. When the organic part is a great source for energy, so why to bury something that is so valuable? So we know how to take this valuable asset, this feedstock, the organic part, and turn it to energy. So you gain few things. First of all, you eliminate a huge environmental hazard, because by burying this organic under the ground, you're creating a lot of environmental hazard. You release methane, etc., etc. We're taking this bad thing and turning it to green energy and to some compost. So at the end of nothing left out this organic component in the MSW. So this is why it's so good. And what we believe that this solution represents the futuristic landfill. We believe that landfill industry will change forever. The new landfill will be an anaerobic digesting facility that know how to treat organic material and turn it to energy. This is the future in this industry.
I see. One of my listeners just sent me an email, and he asked me to ask you a question. Are you guys still in the R&D phase? Are you?
No.
Where are we at? Are we monetizing? Actually, are we actually bringing revenues in? Can you expand on that a little bit?
First of all, we are definitely not in the R&D because we're using technology that exists already 30 years. In Europe, there are more than 8,000, almost 9,000 facilities that working under the same technology, anaerobic digesting. Okay, so we didn't invent anything, and we don't have. We're not using our own technology. We will take the best technology available and use it in our facility. Okay, so we are not in the R&D. Definitely not.
And what do the revenues look like in 2016 or 2017? Can you give us any?
Yes.
Give us an update on that. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. In 2015, this is the first year that Blue Sphere earned get some revenues. We got about $5 million. In 2016, it will be over than that. It will be around $6 or $7 million. And this is also not. This is under two categories, as I said. We're doing project development, and we'll keep developing more projects in the United States. But as I said, we're doing another thing. We're doing acquisition, and under this direction of acquisition, in the end of 2015, we acquired 4 biogas facilities in Italy that they are already connecting to the grid. Okay, for 2 years, and the balance on the power purchase agreement is another 11 years. Now, so this is what we did. In our pipeline, we have many more acquisition targets in Italy, and we have more project development opportunities in the United States.
Now, you brought up Italy. You guys have 4 facilities out in Italy. Are those generating revenues, and is that revenues falling to your bottom line?
Those generating revenues, we own those facilities by 100%. We are the full owner of those facilities. So they're connecting to the grid, and we sending invoices once a month, and those generating revenues. We have another 7 to almost 20 more facilities in Italy that we are in a different stages of due diligence. And I hope that in 2015 we'll conclude another at least 7 acquisition transaction in 2016, which they are in the same size like the one we did in 2015. In Italy, all the biogas facilities are in the same size. Or I can say almost all biogas facilities are in the same size. They are all 1 mega each. So they are very similar one to the other in the size, in revenues, etc.
On the program today, we have the CEO of Blue Sphere Corp, symbol BLSP. It's on the OTCQB. The CEO is Shlomi Paulus. Shlomi, let me ask you this. What can we expect next from Blue Sphere Corp?
Blue Sphere is a small company, okay, with a very, very interesting and big vision. And one more component. We have a very good, excellent track record of execution. We proved our concept both in development, which we developed successfully 2 projects in the United States, and we proved our concept in Europe by our acquisition concept. So it's a small company definitely in the right path to growth, and we definitely going to be one of the market leaders in the waste to energy industry in the United States and in some other countries that we are working. We proved our concept, and actually this business is a cut and paste business. Once you prove your ability and your concept, you keep doing the same thing again and again.
Well, here's what I know. I know that you guys are generating revenues. You have a great management team. You're on the cutting edge of technology, and I believe that your stock is grossly undervalued.
I agree with you.
And
I agree with you.
I want to get back with you in about 60 or 90 days, keep our listeners up to date on Blue Sphere Corp, symbol BLSP. And all I can say is you're doing a fantastic job. Keep up the good work. Before leaving today, is there anything you would like to add or tell our listeners before we leave?
I will be happy to get a call from you in 60, 90 days and tell you more things, more wonderful things that we did.
Shlomi, thank you very much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
That is Blue Sphere Corp, symbol BLSP. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a nice day.